What's up, everybody? Double checking all the audio. How you doing? How you doing? Quiet? I'm quiet? What's going on? Am I quiet? Too quiet? Let me know before we start. Bump it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do more. So there's gonna be one tomorrow also. So you guys get an extra, boy. You love it? Nice. I'm celebrating a little bit today. Fan's a little cold in here. Got an extra day, got extra things to do, so I got some footage to go over with the drone from this weekend. So we'll see how it goes. Got some good news. Paid off the Honda Rebel, so that's done. So we're gonna slowly get there. We're gonna get that van. We're gonna get that van. We're gonna go travel the country, boys. So today we're gonna go over a new video that just came out from Moto Lunatics. We're gonna go over that video and we're gonna talk about their accident stuff. So what's up? How you doing, Callum? I don't have a tire change video. That to me is like a lot of work. That's almost too much for me. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, man. It would be a lot of fun. We're almost at 360 patrons. Oh, this thing got all bumped up. Got all crazy. Let's move that thing. Let's do that. How about that? Let's get to 365 patrons tonight. If you're not a patron, guys, remember it's only $1 a month. And I just added since the last live stream, I've added two new things. There's how to do the gravel, how to go over gravel. So that's in a handy dandy fancy schmancy thing. And then we got one going over the bumps. So that's really cool. Awesome. MP92, yes, I would. I would recommend it for beginner only because if you know how to ride within your ability, you'll be fine. If you're the type of person that can't, stick to what you can do and you kind of go with, what you have, then I would definitely go down to 300. Oh, you made 359 yesterday? Oh, yeah, somebody backed out. Yeah, it happens. That's the cool thing, though. Is that, guys, if you want to sign up, you can leave anytime. That's perfectly fine with me. Just remember, once we hit 400, though, the whole DDFM crew manual will be free, and I'm going to constantly be updating it. And as a patron, you get all my ebooks 20% off. So, $1 a month. I'm going to come out with a new ebook pretty soon. So you're going to love it. I think we're going to go rock for 25% off of Dan 25. Anyways, here we go. We're going to switch over to my face. How you guys doing today? I'm wearing my Riot I got a little piece of yarn. Got my Riot Beard Co. shirt. So make sure you go swing on by Riot Beard to get your beard products right there on the bottom right below the chat. Oh my gosh, so many wires. So what we're going to do is go swing on over here. And if you're new to the channel, everybody, let's go ahead and make it 1080p. If you're new to the channel, we watch these videos and we kind of go over what happens. So we're going to try to prevent accidents for ourselves while watching people create their own. And I'm going to give my opinion on what this stuff is. I'm not an expert instructor, but I am an MSF rider coach. And at the same time, I like to dive deep into the medical side of these things because I would love to become an accident scene management instructor, and that's something that's in the works. I have to travel to Vegas at the end of the month. It's 8 to 9 hours away from here, so I can train to be one. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be really fun, and I think it'd bring you guys a lot of value. So anyways, let's see. How about doing a segment or video on riding dirt roads or dirt driveways? Many of the driveways also have gravel. Yeah, I would love to. I just haven't done it. Sick as a dog, Callum. Oh, that sucks. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to watch this first one, and it goes over and over and over again. These are motorcycle crash compilations that we'll go over. So if there's anything that's road rage induced or anything that's not two wheels, I kind of skip. Rasa Wood, no. The DDFM crew manual, just so that you know, DDFMcrew.com. I'm just going to swing on over here. It is locked right now. In order to get it, you have to be a patron, but that will go away. So this is the DDFM crew manual. You get parking lot drills, road techniques, at-home training. So let's just click on road techniques. Crossing an obstacle is one of them, gravel on the road. So I'm going to click the crossing an obstacle. I teach you how to cross an obstacle. Let's go over to the parking lot training, U-turn practice. I show you how to do U-turns, and I show you how to set it up. Also, if you're a $5 patron, you get your face on the wall, boys. Get your face on the wall. So if you are a $5 patron and you haven't sent me your photo, you don't see your photo up there, please send it to me. The training manual is a little bit different. It gets you started in riding. It's 55 plus pages of information for you. So that you can get access to that by swinging on by that link, beginnermotorcycletips.com. All right. So yeah, the 400 patrons, the website I just showed you is going to go free. You won't have, there's not going to be a password, ddfmcrew.com. All right, so what we do is we go over these these videos, we watch the full thing, and then we kind of just go over some of the things that could have prevented the accident, and then kind of go over some of the things that I see. And like I said, I'm not an expert at these things, but I will pick out what I see, and hopefully I'll help out some of the beginners. So just think of me as your buddy that knows a little bit more than you and will explain to you these certain things. So if you have questions during it, please let me know. Woo! That was close. Wearing the Nikes. Wearing the Nikes. Yep. There's some gloves on the ground. A helmet on the ground. Ooh. Oh, he's got his helmet. He doesn't. Okay. So he took his stuff off.
Think he ran in. He hit the trailer?
Yeah, he ran into the back of the trailer.
That's not for me. All right, look at that. Okay, there we go. So we watched the full video. So now we're going to go back. Okay. So let's see how much further I can go. Okay. Let's see how much more. There's this guy right here. That's the guy. Okay, dirt bike, or not dirt bike, lunatic. This is somebody else. Anyways, so what we're seeing here, they're all riding. Yeah, straight up in the. If there's a lot of debris in the road, straight up is the best thing you could possibly do. There's not much you could do in that situation. Once you start having low visibility, like this guy is gonna have, I'll talk about it. Is to start slowing down like crazy. Okay. Yeah, stay in formation, stop passing within a group. That is one huge thing. So if you're riding in a group and people are passing like crazy, this is what happens. They're not thinking about the safety. They're thinking about the fun. And you can have fun while being safe. It's just that, you know, when you start applying these things to a group ride, it gets very unsafe very quick. So right here, because roadway users, like the people on the road, the motorcyclists, the pedestrians, the debris, the cars, those are all obstacles you have to go across, and it's tough. So, here we go. So this guy passes everybody. You notice how the motorcyclist, this guy, the main dude, he probably hears him. This other motorcyclist that crashes goes past everybody thinking it's funsy. It's a sharp turn. That's what those chevrons are for. This guy's already in actually a pretty good position. He's actually leaning off the bike, and he's keeping his bike more off, or he's keeping it vertical. There we go. So this guy over here, the one that crashes, you see how he starts to go a little crazy, and he starts to lean? See how far that bike leans? See how it's at a crazy lean angle? Already, he's not even going anywhere because his body is upright. So he's basically counterbalancing his bike, and he's going straight. It's insane. Took the FTR out yesterday for an hour-long parking lot sessions. You did? Techno? Or did I? Because I did. My day's going great. Gotcha. So he's almost vertical, and the bike is lean. So he's going super fast for this turn, and his line selection was originally over here, and now he's going super wide before the turn even happens. And what happens, see how much the bike is lean, but he's vertical? That's bad proper, yeah, it's very bad. Your FTR, the FTR is so much fun, dude. So his bike is turned over, he's vertical, that's not doing much. You need to turn your body, not the bike in a lot of these situations. You learn that in total control in a lot of these advanced classes. If you're going to be driving that fast or riding that fast, you need to be taking some classes. Advanced classes, and you should not be doing this on the road because the road looks like crap, honestly. I could see stuff on the ground already. You got roadway users. This is not the place to do it. So he's slipping and sliding into this person. Boom, there's the impact. Okay, now this guy did something stupid. Let's go ahead and work with what we have. Let's work with this guy right here, the one with the GoPro, because now he saw an impact. So what you do if you ever see an impact like this, because we talk about impacts and how to prevent them. There's not much you could do in this situation other than slow down and not be an idiot. But what this guy was doing, he was doing something perfectly fine. He was just riding. So let's go back just a little bit. He was riding. Subscribe. So he's riding. Boom, sees the impact. If you see an impact like this, whether it's against another vehicle or if this guy crashed in the curb and he starts flying off, there's going to be debris in the road. So we had a comment over here saying that, if there's debris in the road, what should you do? Should you stay upright? At this point, there's no debris. You see how there's no debris now? There's no debris now. So what do you think is a good opportunity when you see an impact directly in front of you when there's no debris here at all in this little section? There will be debris about here, where this line is, but in this section right here, there's no debris. There can't be debris because the impact happened way up here. So what you can do here is start straightening up and start applying the brakes and slowing down. Now, obviously, you don't want to get rear-ended by anybody, so this is why you need to pay attention to your 360 view. Think of it like as a video game like Frogger, where you have a camera way above you looking down. What you want to do is you want to have this 360 cushion. Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to constantly be checking your mirrors, checking your blind spots. Even while you're riding, you're not going to change lanes. Check your places. So just in case this happens, you don't have to go, oh crap, this happened. Now you can slow down. You want to be doing this kind of stuff before an incident even happened. So I'm constantly checking my mirrors. Every about 10, 15, 20 seconds, I'm constantly just doing that. That's it. Just check. Mirror, mirror, side, side, straight. Mirror, mirror, side, side, straight. I do that all the time while I'm driving, just in case something happens in front of me. I could just swerve out of the way, not caring because I already checked my blind spot. 10 seconds ago. Nobody was close. So in this situation, I've already checked my blind spot. I know nobody's going to be back here. I know I got some motorcycle riders to my back. Hopefully they're paying attention. So I'm going to start slowing down. The hand signal thing, one thing, you could do that, but here's the thing. The people behind you should be seeing the crazy crash anyways in front of you. So my personal thing is with the hand signals, I would just clutch, start applying the brakes, straightening up. Try to straighten up as much as I can, but obviously this is a curve, so I'd slow down. I'd release everything to maintain the curve, but now I'm going like 20 miles an hour. So if I absolutely have to, I can apply the brakes again. Because you're going to see right here. Now there's debris in the road. But this guy straightened up pretty much. But you can't see anything. You cannot see anything. What happens if you maintain your speed? You don't know what's in front of you. So that's why you need to take that split second, that 1 second of braking, because you can go from 60 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour within a second if you applied the brakes appropriately. That 60 to 30 is a huge help. So you need to start thinking in that aspect. Logan Prevo, Dan, I just passed my BRC today. Yeah, boy. Good job. Congrats. Everyone say congrats to Logan. That's awesome. I love hearing stories about you guys passing your classes. So if anybody's passed a class recently, please say so in the chat. I would love to say congrats to you. I'll call you out and say congrats. That's awesome. I'm glad you're taking the safe route. And if there's anybody that has signed up for a class and they're just kind of waiting, let me know. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I want everybody to understand, hey, it's not just you doing it. Everyone else is doing it too. Taking the ARC in October. Techno Barber, that's awesome. You'll be doing it on the FTR. Make sure you get your tires warmed up beforehand. Let's get that first service done before then. All right, so right here, there's a bunch of debris. So imagine trying to apply the brakes on a bunch of this debris. You're going to have some trouble. That came up quick, didn't it? Imagine hitting that at the original speed because you never slowed down. This guy's slowing down, obviously, because he was in an impact. Do you think he's going to keep going? No. Look how close he was. I think he even tapped it. I think he tapped the rear. That is why you need to slow down when you have the opportunity. And just real quick, I just want to say thank you, Ballast Point. This is not sponsored. I'm having a nice grapefruit sculpin IPA. I'm having it in a nice glass. So cheers to Logan. Cheers to Techno Bobber. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to Hobo Slim. He says you only have the BRC. Okay, well then take the BRC as many times as you want, man. You always learn. Add another MSF course, Conqueror Squad. That's a good idea, Nathan Levi. I like that. Glad you had. Perfect score written yesterday and driving portion today. Never driven a bike ever before Saturday. It's amazing what you can learn. Let's take a quick second on that one. I've seen that happen so many times. Nobody's ever sat on a bike that Saturday morning. By Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon, they are riding a motorcycle like it's no problem. Isn't that insane? That right there is a huge shout out to MSF for putting a great program together, especially the updated version, which Ride Arizona MTC is the only one in Arizona and pretty much a lot of places that are doing the updated version. So just letting you know, we're doing updated stuff. I was taught the updated stuff. So yeah, that's insane. I've seen it happen. Hey Dan, how many miles until you go empty on the FTR? About 120. About 120. Congrats, Jason. ARC, man. Good job, man. Good job. So right here, not much you could do. So you can't back up, right? You can't back up. You know how hard it is to back up after that? Downhill curvy roads. I'm going to write that down. Guys, here's also an opportunity. We're going to do that. This is a fun day type thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get a playlist out. Or not a playlist, but my notes out. Downhill curvy roads. We have some on Mount Lemon. I think it'll be a fun one to show you and talk to you guys about. So let me go ahead, go to my YouTube topics that I plan on doing. Let's create a new folder. Let's create a new thing here. Let's do, what does it say? June 9th, stream notes. And I'm going to get your guys' notes. Let's do, if I don't write it down, or if you can tell that I haven't written it down or I missed your guys' note, let me know. So downhill curves. All right, so I'm going to put this on this screen so we can go back to this. But every once in a while, whatever I see, I will try to make it, okay? Ming Da, Daniel, can you please? Yeah, there you go. I'll even put dash Ming Da. There you go. So I'll give you credit for that. Switchbacks too. Okay, so let's put downhill slash uphill curves Mengda slash hobo slim. There you go. All right, so let's move on to this. So the person that's screaming is probably the passenger in the car. This is a very hectic accident. For all she knows that this person's dead. Nobody wants to see a dead person. Trust me, like, I've seen plenty. And it's not something you want to see. Okay? So the whole aspect of motorcycle riding is inherently dangerous. And I keep saying inherently dangerous because that is something that has been drilled in my head. With firefighting is that, firefighting is inherently dangerous. No matter what you do as a firefighter, there's a chance you could die. The only thing we could do is limit the amount of deaths. So with motorcycling, there's no way we're going to get to 0 deaths. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. No way we're going to get to 0 deaths. Same thing as how there's no way to get to 0 car accident deaths, collision deaths. So inherently dangerous, like, this right here, seeing somebody severely injured, this guy's on the ground, he's not moving. Guys, this is why you need to wear your gear. I bet you the only reason why he's actually trying to take his helmet off and he's able to move is because he's wearing gear. Okay? So please wear your gear. Seating position. Tassie rider. Okay, so when you first... I talk about people when they get in these group rides and they get in these group crashes. There's always that person that runs over to the bike and tries to turn the bike off and is more worried about the bike. And I keep telling you guys, I'm more worried about the rider. Originally, I thought this glove was from the rider. I thought it got flown off. So this glove's right here. There's a second glove right here. There's a helmet right here. So think about that. And it's this guy's stuff right here. It's this guy's stuff right here. The guy that's standing. This guy was absolutely 100% concerned only for the person. He got off his bike, ripped the glove off, threw it on the ground, ripped the glove off, threw it on the ground while running, grabbed his helmet, threw it on the ground, and he's there for his buddy. That's the kind of rider you should be riding with. You should have a buddy that rides with you that does that. He cares about him. He doesn't give a shit about the bike.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You hit that truck, bro? Huh? You hit the truck?
So he's trying to take his gear off. Yeah, so Hobo Slim, we could definitely greatly reduce a lot of stuff with awareness, and that's the whole point of these videos.
I think he ran in. He hit the trailer?
Yeah, he ran into the back of the trailer.
Tassie, one of the best things you could do is take a class. But yeah, a lot of it's body positioning. Who here? Yeah, I saw somebody. Jason Connor just passed the Oregon ARC yesterday. In the ARC, you learn body positioning a lot, so it's really important. Quick question on that: would it be acceptable to go turn off a bike clear the street if you could get to the crash late and the rider's already being attended to? Yeah, if you want, if the rider's already being attended to, you can definitely do that, but just turn it off. Turn it off. Maybe pull the keys out, set the keys next to the bike, but don't move the bike. Let the cops deal with all that stuff. All right, here we go. This is pretty decent. Nope. I was going to say that was decent until then. That was decent body position. So I'll talk to you about the body positioning. So he's got his knee out, trying to do the knee position. But remember, this is one thing that I learned a little bit from Motojutsu yesterday. If you haven't seen my Instagram page, I almost high-sided my FTR trying to get my knee down, which I got my knee down for a split second. But my body positioning, my upper body was not the best. So that's the problem. So once again, I'm going to be working on my own stuff. Everything's fine. But see how he's trying to get the knee down, but his upper body is almost, it's like, it's going up. It's going up. He's not going in. Here, I'll show you. This is like exactly what your body position should be on a motorcycle. Cheetah. Let's see. This is the best pictures for a motorcycle. A cheetah chasing a gazelle. You see how the cheetah is fully leaned into it? See how the cheetah is fully leaned in to get this little baby gazelle. This is a painting, but whatever. Actually, let's get an actual thing. It's a painting. I'm tired of painting. Let's not do paintings. But if you ever watch a cheetah, you see their upper body go towards the attack position. They're going towards it. Whatever. I think this is the real one. No, let's go back to the painting. See how it's going towards the body, or going towards the animal? You're on a motorcycle. You're going towards the exit, right? So when you watch this, when you see this guy, his upper body's going towards the outside. His upper body's going towards the outside, which is towards the trees. His lower body's going towards the corner. If you're going to do this, if you're going to make these corners, if you're going to do this crazy stuff, you need to have your full body like going, twisting over, attacking, okay? So twist over, attack, and you learn all this stuff in total control. That's the thing, is you learn all this stuff in total control in advanced motorcycle classes. But this right here, this is the problem I had yesterday. I was rusty with my own skills, and this is what I was doing. Not good, not good. So when he's at this position, you see how the bike is leaned over and he's like upright? See how he's like upright? That right there is putting a lot of unnecessary lean on the bike, and he's losing a lot of traction. So this is why he washes out, which I almost did yesterday. He got his knee down. You see that? He got his knee down. Does that matter though? Does it really matter? Does the knee down really matter when you lose all traction to your tires and you fall? It doesn't. His upper body needs to be fixed. His body position needs to be fixed. Look at that. Imagine if this car was right here. He would have been hit. So let's say there was a car coming and it was right here when he saw this incident. Right here when he saw the incident. He's either going to hit this motorcyclist and kill him, or try to swerve out of the way and hit the motorcyclist that has the action camera that's filming this. The bike was leaned too far. The body wasn't leaned far enough. Kind of comes down to that. So there's a learner's permit. Oh, there's more to this? Is he gonna crash again? Why do you have his foot down? Anyways, to go back to a comment that I just saw right now, that somebody said that was a really awkward lean. So Andres Ferenz. Let's go back to how awkward that really was. Super Staff Vape just subscribed. Yeah. Ric Flair, boys. Rasa, I'll go ahead and check those out a little bit later. This right here, when your bike is in this type of lean and you're really trying to get that knee down, or even just, not even the knee down. Let's stop saying knee down. When you're trying to get that bike leaned over because you're going so fast and it feels cool and everything, it gets super duper awkward to move that body off the bike. That's what it is. It's awkward to move the body off the bike. And one thing that Moto Jitsu was telling me yesterday is like, what's more important? What's more important? You gotta treat your bike like your girlfriend. You want to keep her more upright, right? You'll get closer to the road, right? Than you'll put your girlfriend, right? So that's what he was telling me. It's like, oh, it's kind of clicking. So now I'm pushing the bike, my girlfriend, away from the danger, which is the road, and then we'll go down. Rasa, go to the Discord, Rasa. Swing on by the Discord. The Discord is a great place to suggest videos. And let me grab a link for you. It's in the description. BeginnerMotorcycleTips.com. Let's go ahead and grab that. So yeah, he was telling me treat the bike like your girlfriend, which I have a wife, so can't really do that. So I'll treat it like my wife. So I'm gonna keep my wife away from the ground, and I'm gonna lean towards the ground. That was like the easiest analogy I can think of. And what this guy's doing right now is like, oh, we'll both do it. You know, he's keeping his upper body. Another thing he was saying when it came to that, another great analogy that he's full of them. It's awesome, and it's teachable things. That's not just analogies to say, it's things to get people to connect with. So you got your 2 mirrors, right? You got your 2 mirrors. Let's go ahead and get in position. So here's your mirrors. He said to treat them like they're goalposts in a football game, right? So treat them like a football post. And normally a football post in a football game, and you kick a field goal, you want to make it in between, right? So you're in between. He said, I want you to purposely miss. So if you're turning this way, I want you to purposely miss. So here's your mirrors. So I want your upper body to be on the other side. If you're going to be turning this way on this side, I want you to miss the field goal and go over here. But you see how this guy right here, his mirror's right here. His other mirror's over here. He's turning right. His head should be right here. And where your head goes, your upper body really kind of shifts. So you're not going to learn all that in a YouTube video. You're not going to learn all that in 30 minutes. You're going to learn that at a class. So take a class, guys. Go ahead and private message me. That's the good thing about Discord. You can private message me. So Hobo Slim, you mentioned wet gravel. Yes. Or a wet street. And real quick, take a quick look. We just talked about it. You see how the bike is closer to the ground? See how he's turning right? He's got his mirror here, but his head's closer to this side of the mirror, but he's turning right. Less traction. That's a washout. So once again, when you have wet roads, really use turning for turning. Don't use turning for powerful acceleration or braking. Use turning for turning. You see how the ram mount bounces around? Well, if you get yourself a rock form motorcycle mount, it doesn't do that. Rock form code Dan25, boys. Seriously, Dan25, it's actually pretty cool. I've had ram mounts for years. I loved them, but you know what? I can't believe I lived without it. Decreasing radius, you say? Ooh, that could have been bad.
Basa. Gas.
That's a nervous laugh. But hey, he's got sliders. That's good. Hey, Leonard Escobedo. How you doing, man?
Good thing my family was with me on a convoy.
I don't know what he's saying.
Immediately to respond.
Okay, that's all that showed. So we'll go ahead and skip back. So we're gonna pause this real quick. 1 second. All right. So when I said decreasing radius, this is what you got to watch out for. This is almost a U-turn. It's basically a giant U-turn to the right. Okay, so you got to take it nice and easy, but you can also kind of tell since you can see most of the road down here, that means it's off camber. It's off camber in the aspect that's going to help you actually. So what you want to do is take these nice and slow. If you go too fast, you're going to go super wide into oncoming traffic. Mad Maxim TV. Just subscribed. He's doing good on the slowness. Okay, so we got a little bit of slippage and falls. Take a look at the road. Yeah, Tassie, very good. I just said it and I saw it in the chat. Yeah, take a look at the road. Not very good road conditions. The rock form doesn't have camera mounts, but you know, that'd be kind of cool to work with them to maybe get one, right? I think that'd be pretty badass to get a camera mount going. Honestly, that would be really badass. I can already picture it. You should message them. I think everybody should message Rock Form and say, hey, work with Dan the fireman to get a camera mount going. So look at the road. The roadway is not the best. In this situation, I wouldn't be anywhere near these cracks. Because once you have an offset, when you have an offset like this, or at any way, or even a crack like this, that tire traction is going to lose a little bit of traction. It's going to hit this ridge. It's going to hit this ridge. It's not going to have traction in the split. So I would probably be right here. Not taking it just as slow as he's taking it. Let's see the moment he hits. So it looks like his tires are in this groove area. He said gas. He said gasoline. I don't know if that was after the accident. But it looks like he hit some type of hydrocarbon, which is like oil and gas, all that stuff. Hit some type of fluid on the ground. No bueno. Yeah, there's trying to pause it in a good spot. So look at the road. His bike did not create this. Now this is it looks like it's a concrete road. Now concrete can get very slippery when wet. So concrete can get very slippery when wet. Asphalt not as much, but they can still get very slippery. But it looks like there was something here that spilled. So definitely pick a better line when it comes to that. You need to look at least 4 seconds ahead. So we'll skip this part. Yeah, oh, real quick. We'll get to the part where he stands it fully. Look at it. He's got sliders. His bike is probably fine. In an incident like that, where you drop the bike and you crash the bike in a nice little simple slow slide thing where you're fine, you're able to walk around, having bike protection is crucial. Because now you can walk away because you wore full gear, right? But now your bike can ride away. Maybe a bent mirror, maybe some scuffs, but now your bike can ride away and it's perfectly fine. Obviously go home, check all the internals, check the wiring, check your tires, do a full check because the bike isn't meant to be dropped like that. So definitely do a full check when you get home, or do a full check while you're on the side of the road, or do like a quick check on the side of the road and do a full-on check at home. But man, these right here just paid for themselves. Those sliders just paid for themselves. My FTR doesn't have sliders. I can't find any.
They were there immediately to respond.
Alright, people stunting. Looped it. That happens. I mean, it looks like they're in a safe area, so I don't want to be here and judge people. I'm not judging people. They're in a safe area. They're doing their thing. If you like to do wheelies, perfectly fine. But once again, remove one of the risks. One of the major risks is if you do any type of stunting and stuff in traffic, the risk is traffic. The risk is a road that has not been looked at, so it doesn't have debris and all that stuff. So the best thing you could possibly do is do it in an area like this where you've already checked the area. It's not going to be, there's not a shit ton of gravel. You already understand, so you're taking it into a safe area. So stunts are a risk. Stunting is a risk, exactly, Hobo Slim. They are a risk, but if you're going to do it, minimize that risk a little bit. Take a notch out of those risks. Take away the traffic. Take away the pedestrians. These people are all on the side, perfectly fine. Take away all these different things, and you're still going to have a high-risk thing, right? But this is an area to practice.
Yeah. Way too high.
And this is why it's a risk. You could get hurt yourself, but then look at it. You can damage the crap out of your bike. Completely lost his dash and headlight, but he's got some stunt cage protection. So, his engine and everything's probably fine. So, once again, removing parts of the risk of damaging the bike now by getting protection. So you can keep doing what you want to do. That's the thing, is you just keep doing what you want to do. This guy's got axle sliders, another slider in the back. He's got a slider up here. He's probably got bar end sliders. He's probably got engine case guards. Everyone here is doing it the right way. And here's the thing. Here's the difference between going in a group ride and you have that one dude that just wants to stunt and be dumb and the rest don't. Here's the difference. You have a group of stunt riders, and this is what I like about the motorcycle community. And once again, guys, I have nothing against people that stunt. I think a lot of people think I have something against people that go crazy and they do some fun things and they stunt and all that stuff. I have nothing against it. Here's what I like, is that when you find a like-minded group and you're a part of a group that cares about you as the rider, and they don't really care too much about the bike until you're fine. Look at everybody stopped to say, "Hey, are you okay?"
Yeah.
So he came back. So let's go back. He crashed. So everybody, look at this guy saw it. This guy's gonna turn around immediately. Do you see any of these guys going to the bike to see if they can turn it off? No. When you're out in those group rides, how many of these videos? We've done 20 of these videos already, and almost every single one of them, the person goes to the bike first and then not the guy. I hate that crap. I really hate that crap. This guy is going to this rider, asking if he's okay. This guy is going to pass the bike, see if this guy's okay. All this stuff. Yeah, just don't do it on public roads. I agree with that.
Way too high.
Everybody went to see this guy. So do it in an area like this with a group of people like this. Don't do it on the public roads, please. You're welcome, Hunter Crider. You are welcome, boy. I'm here to help you. Good, I like this. Good, that's what we're here for.
We will call.
You're good, right? You thought you were giving it everything.
Yeah, like.
Oh, that was my fault.
Don't say that. Ah.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'll get you off the road for now.
Yep. Do you want me to do that the bike?
Oh, that's fine. Get off the road for me and just chill.
Oh, Lady Tell, you okay? You okay? Alec Kyle, congrats. You just got done with your thing. So right here is called rubber necking. Rubber necking, like your neck is made out of rubber. You're riding or you're driving, and you're like, what's this? You're like staring at a freaking car accident. Trust me, I've been on scene where there's been maybe a half dozen times. It doesn't happen too much, but it does happen. Half dozen times where, exactly, Hobo Slim, where the person will pay attention to the accident that I'm working at, and all of a sudden there's a secondary accident. That's exactly what happened. So he says it right here. Audi 555, let's take a look at him. I like the fact that he is acknowledging this, so I will... Audi 555. He's got 2,000 subscribers. He's got a decent amount of videos too. Let's take a look. When was the last video? 6 days ago, 1 week ago. Bike night. So he's consistently. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll subscribe to you, buddy. I'm glad. I like those that that have this right here, that are honest with themselves and they post it up for others. Whether this is, he says he's embarrassed by it, but I fully support that. That right there is a no-go, guys. It's a red light. People are going to stop. And once again, let's deep dive this a little bit. So he does hit this person. He does hit this person, but imagine... Imagine if you were this car. Imagine if you're this car, but you're on a motorcycle. You're stopped at the light as a motorcycle. Imagine the person that is actually this guy, Audi 555. Imagine if it was a car and they were rubbernecking and then they hit you. So flip the situation. He's up front and this car's in the back. So think about that. Whenever you see an accident like this, assume that the person behind you might rubberneck. Assume the person behind you might be paying attention to that and not you. So put yourself in a position of protection. Start thinking about it that way. So don't just learn from this specific incident of motorcycle hitting car. Think of, well, what happens if it's reversed? Well, what happens if this? What happens if this? Start asking yourself these questions. Answer your own questions, and you'll be a lot safer. You'll be a lot safer rider if you start asking yourself these questions while you're riding. Do it now when you're safe. This is now, we're practicing. We are training right now. We are training right now. We are finding situations that people are in. And then let's apply it when we're out riding. See how he accelerated? That was an acceleration. Now, so that to me sounds like he pulled in the clutch and didn't apply the brakes. Almost got there. Almost got there. And what I said here...
Oh, thanks. Fine. Let the anchor, we will call.
You're good, right? You thought you were giving it everything.
Yeah, like...
Oh, that was my fault.
Don't ever say that. Don't ever say, oh, it was my fault. Don't ever say that in a car accident or a motorcycle accident. It doesn't even matter if it is freaking definitely your fault. Like, be this. I'm gonna find it real quick. Hopefully I don't get taken down for this. Be like this.
Sorry, Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose.
What? Of course he was.
No, he wasn't. You lose.
Of course he was. He was the star.
Nope, you're wrong. Look it up.
I don't have to look it up. It's common knowledge. He was on the cover of People magazine when the movie everyone knows Kevin Bacon was a star of Footloose. It was a huge movie. He was the lead. No.
Be that donkey. I don't care if it's an obvious accident you caused, and they're like, "Hey, you caused this accident." Nope. No, you did. Nope. You say no. Don't even say no. Just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I am unsure. Do your own investigation. Don't ever admit to being at fault in a motorcycle, car accident, whatever accident. And UK might be a little bit different. Yeah, they might have already known it already, but who knows? Maybe you could let your lawyer, if you want to, let your lawyer fight it. Let your insurance company fight it, because in the end, if it's really your fault, do you think the insurance company, I mean, they might, but they might not give you the best deductible. They might not give you the best payout. Don't ever admit. It's one of the things you don't ever admit. No need, don't nab. Good job. I am so glad you wore some gear, lady. Lady Tao. You might have to take a look at that knee pad, though. You might have to get it replaced. Usually, A D30 might be fine, but usually knee pads, like the other knee pads, once they're, or any type of armor, once they're in a crash, you got to replace it. That's extremely Canadian. Armored Kevlar leggings under regular jeans versus riding jeans, specifically go-go gear. Stone 907. Actually, Nikki just bought herself some leggings, some armored leggings. So what it is, it's like a very comfy legging outer shell, and then it's all Kevlar lined with some knee inserts and some hip inserts, actually, I think. I think that's fine. I honestly think that's fine, because if it's Kevlar, that's abrasion resistant, and as long as it has knee armor, at minimum knee armor, because you will, just like Lady Tao said, paid for it in the fall, no damage to the knee. That knee could have been completely shattered or damaged, and that's going to be a 6 months to a year, possibly lifetime altering injury. So definitely make sure it has some type of protection. There's not much to do about this this incident. Good thing is there are cops and EMS on scene already from the previous accident, but as a EMS provider, as somebody that has been through some of these things, especially when there's a secondary incident or even a secondary patient. So now we have a patient here and a patient in the car, and whoever's in the car is possibly a patient for whiplash or any type of injury. Now we have to, as the people that are on scene, as the firefighters that are on scene, let's see if I can get a better view of that. So the firefighters are over here. They're on scene. No, that's not it. They're on the other side. There we go. So the firefighters that are over here that are on scene, or the EMS person are on scene, they have to call in extra resources to take care of these new patients. They can't just abandon these patients to take care of these new patients, and that's what is a distracting thing. And I talk about that in some injuries, is that a distracting injury can prevent you from taking care of what's needed. And right now, these patients are what's needed. Secondary EMS personnel will come in here. Quite possibly, if it's only one patient, there's 3 or 4 personnel on scene that are EMS trained. Maybe 2 people could stay there. The other 2 can come over here and do some type of triage. And if it comes into where the motorcyclist is perfectly fine, they'll be, okay, walking wounded, you're green. And then all these people are walking wounded, it's perfectly fine. No need for extra personnel. They just got more reports to do. I've been in that situation dozens of times where we have extra patients. Rubbernecking stuff, maybe about half a dozen.
Just chill.
Best beginner cruiser for about a 300-pound man, the Kawasaki Vulcan S. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Kawasaki Vulcan S. Beautiful bike. Beautiful bike. Let's see. There we go. Kawasaki Vulcan S. You love it. This is a 2019 Vulcan S ABS. Beautiful bike. Usually they have like an ergo fit thing, a very low seat height, which is amazing. It's about as low as the Honda Rebel, which is amazing. It's 25-inch seat height. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is awesome. It's probably the best beginner bike cruiser that is out there, especially for bigger people, because they might want to do some other stuff. But on top of that, you can definitely go long distance with this stuff. So let's see. Let's take a quick look. So it's 650 for 6-speed with neutral. Okay, positive neutral. But yeah, you definitely might want to do that. Kawasaki Vulcan S. Really cool. Really cool bike. It's great too. Brand spanking new with ABS, $7,500. That ain't shit compared to some other bikes. Yeah. I need to get armor in my hip armor. I need to get hip armor for my jeans. Oh my gosh, let's get there you go. Get the seat going. Guys, if you'd like to support the channel, once again, swing on by the Discord, Patreon. I have an ebook for new riders. If you'd like to super chat, you just click the little money symbol, and then you click super chat. So actually, I'm going to show you what I see. This is what I see on my end. Okay, this is what I see on my end. So if this is the chat, I'm watching the chat right here on the right side. So there's this little money symbol right here. You click it, you click join, which you get the cool mustache and all this other stuff, green, all the emojis, or you can do a super chat. So super chat, it looks a lot like this. You can do whatever you want to do, and then you can write a custom message. I can't do it for myself. It'll be kind of funny. But it lasts for 2 minutes for this one. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 hours, 5 hours. There's no way. You guys should not be doing $500. If you're doing $500, you guys are insane. Don't have to do that if you don't want to. But yeah, definitely the Patreon. Because you guys, look at right here. There you go. Right there, the Patreon. 359 out of 400. Let's see if we can get to 365, guys. Let's see if we can get to 365. Oh, your country sucks. If the Vulcan S would cost you that much. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that hurts my heart. Wheelie? Yep. You hear all those little clicks? That's his head hitting the ground, too. His GoPro got knocked down. That's the beautiful thing of these dual sport bikes. They're meant to crash and still work well. Overpants. I think Icon Overlord. I was Googling Icon Overlord pants for your question there, Riddle. Relatively inexpensive, $115 on REVZILLA.com. Decent overpants. Riddle, there you go, Stone 907. I don't have the Icon Overlord. I know somebody that had it. But if Stone has a better option, that's better. I'm using Phoenix Ion pants at the moment. They have a lot of features I really like. Perfect. Very good. Not much to go with this one. This crash right here, this happened because of wheelie practice, and guess what? High skill, high risk. That's part of the risk. So how do we mitigate that risk? How do we mitigate that risk of crashing doing a wheelie? I mean, if you want to practice it, you want to practice it. I mean, if you want to practice knee down, like I said, I almost high-sided going knee down yesterday. How do I mitigate that risk if I crashed, if I fell? Wear full gear. This guy was wearing decent gear, so. Anti-theft, Mingda, I would get a disc lock, and then I would also cover your bike with a bike cover. Get a cheap. Here's the thing, guys. You guys go out and you're like, man, cheap bike covers are stupid. I would never get a cheap bike cover. I want to get the fancy schmancy Indian or Harley bike cover that they offer at the dealership because it has all these features. It says Harley on it. It says Indian on it. That's perfectly fine if you want to do that. Perfectly fine. But guess what you're advertising? What kind of bike you got? You're advertising you got a freaking Harley. You're advertising you got a Suzuki. You're advertising you got a Yamaha. You're advertising you got an Indian. All those things. So what I suggest is getting, obviously, a disc lock with an alarm on it. Here's the thing. People can pick up bikes. If there's 3 guys, they're going to pick up your bike. It's literally pick it up and put it in a van or a truck or whatever. So, there's not much you can do about that. Get comprehensive insurance. Get full coverage and full coverage. Get comprehensive and collision coverage on your bike, and make sure your bike has theft protection too. First and foremost. Secondly, get a disc lock with an alarm, because if it starts moving, it'll start making a crazy noise. Or get a $20, like I said, $20 Walmart cover. I actually have a cover that I use, since now I have a garage, I use it to cover my grill. But if you check out my video, I talk about a $20 cover on Amazon. It works perfectly fine. All right, let's take a look at this one. Intersections. Pretty dangerous, right? Could this car come out in front of you? Can this car turn left? What's going to happen, boys? That's going to happen.
Oh my God.
Ooh, nope.
Yo. Oh my God.
No.
Yo, his foot.
Okay, we can kind of diagnose what happened there. We could diagnose what happened there, but that is a very severe accident. Oh. Oh. Exactly, Nathan. I'll just say that. Exactly, Nathan. Oh my gosh. That's insane. So, what happened, guys? What happened there? And there's a little delay. There's a delay in what I'll replay it. There's a delay in me saying something, you guys receiving it. But I'll replay it for you guys. I want you to tell me what happened. What's the thing that happened to this motorcyclist that crashed into this guy?
Oh my God. Oh.
We'll go over the accident.
Yo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the? Yo, his foot.
Oh, his foot. What happened to his foot? Why was this motorcyclist? Why was he already on the ground? Why was he already on the ground? That doesn't make any sense, right? Doesn't make sense. Why is he on the ground? Can somebody tell me why he's on the ground? What happened? What do you think might have happened? Why do you think he might have been already on the ground? What is this guy doing?
Oh my God.
Oh, shoot. One sec. Let me go back a little bit. What is this guy doing? You saw that quick split second. Let's go back to here. I want you guys to start asking yourself these questions. There's no wrong answers. Write it in the comments. What do these little red dots on the back of his bike indicate? This is why we're diagnosing it. This is called the after action report for a reason. We're trying to figure out what happened, right? Because when you watch these motorcycle crash compilation videos, you're just watching them. You don't really know what's going on. But I want you guys to take away from this, like, you understand, you pause it yourself, take a look, spend like a good amount of time looking, and see if you can find out what happened, right? So yeah, these lights indicate braking. Why would this guy be braking in the middle of the freaking road? Why do you think he'd be braking? What's this area right here? What's this area? This area is an intersection, right? So maybe he's turning left. Maybe he's turning left. Could he be turning? Yeah, possibly wanting to turn left. Let's go. I found this out recently. Thank you to whoever said it to me. Let's slow it down. Playback speed by 0.25. Let's take a quick look. You see how he's starting to turn left after the car? Yeah, me maneuver. He's learned from his mistakes, guys. Let's take a quick look at what you're doing. Cool. Discord got updated. You see how slowed down for the intersection and locked up his brakes? This guy, this right here, this motorcyclist was turning left. This motorcyclist didn't know what was going on and quite possibly was going too fast, locked up the brakes, and washed his tires out. Lost all traction to his tires, fell onto the ground. This guy, Crystal Frost, welcome. This guy right here was turning left, and I assume this guy was also going to turn left. Everyone assumed and already knew they were turning left. This guy wasn't paying attention and didn't turn left. He was going too fast. This guy was turning left. Everyone was turning left. Not good, guys. So luckily, this guy only got clipped. Now he's going to still fall. You see his foot go down. That's a natural reaction, quite possibly an injury to the ankle and lower leg. He got yanked off. But look at this. The bike is still upright. Just remember, guys, the bike wants to stay upright. It's designed to stay upright. This guy almost hit this guy. The guy with the camera, extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. Now, here's the thing. This is kind of where I almost don't want to show you guys. This is the thing where I almost don't want to show you guys. Because this motorcyclist is going to get run over by another vehicle. That phrase right there is probably going to get me demonetized. quite frankly. Oh, rips his foot off the slide. Oh, shoot. Let's go ahead. There's his shoe. That's his shoe. So his foot definitely got hit hard. Now, this guy looks like he's wearing full gear, but still, his shoe got flown off. The Frank Tran, it's been going on for 1 hour and 6 minutes. So his shoe, it looks like the sole of his shoe or possibly part of the fender got flown off. Take a quick look at this guy right here. This is what happens when you go too fast. Look how far this goes. So the moment we see the new guy, there's a mirror. Look at this mirror. Where'd the mirror go? Mirror, no mirror. Mirror, no mirror. Mirror, no mirror. That's how freaking close that was. Holy crap. No signaling, no communication. I talk about communication with hand signals in a previous video. I talk about wearing or getting a communication system. Guys, the Qdub system, the Qdub Pack Talk, well worth the money if you're going to be riding with a bunch of people. Get your crew, get your group of people that are going to be riding to get a Qdub Pack Talk system or the brand new SHEA system where it has that mesh, dynamic mesh. It's really awesome. It's so cool. I was blown away how amazing it was. But right here, look at that. Mirror, no mirror. Mirror, no mirror. Completely smashed. But look at his brake lights. He is on the brakes. His rear tire is probably off the ground. Could have been, Nathan. It could have been. And it's a great, here's the thing, guys. When you have that thought process, Nathan, congrats, man. You're thinking. I love that. I love it. Here's the thing is start thinking that way, guys. Start thinking exactly how Nathan's thinking. Could this have been two different groups that didn't space properly? Possibly. So imagine if you're out riding. This is why I think deeply. When you're out riding with your buddies, let's say you're out riding with, obviously, I don't think it was because this is Angel on the ground and this is Frankie. So these are two, he obviously knows the names. But let's say that they aren't. Let's say it's you and Frankie riding, guys. Let's say it's you and Frankie. You're riding and there's a group of people. You don't know who else is there. You don't know who these people are. Be careful. You're turning left. They're not. And these could be cars. Let's go even deeper. They could be cars. Have that mindset, guys. Have that mindset. So Frankie's going to get hit by Angel. Okay. His foot hit the rear tire. But this right here, look at it. Smashed his window. Or smashed his mirror. Boom. Mirror, no mirror. Mirror, no mirror. Smashed his window. Or smashed his mirror. His rear tire is pretty much off the ground. He's applying a lot of braking pressure. You see how the tire is starting to slide? Right into the buddy. Which causes a crash. It's an obstacle. Let's go ahead and put it in. Let's do 50%. 75.
Yo! Oh my god, what the Yo!
There's his foot. It's uncovered. So his shoe flew off. We already saw that. These guys are wearing full gear. You see how this guy's walking around afterwards? full gear. This guy, the fact that he is not dead because he got ran over by a 500-pound machine going fast. Quite possibly because he has gear on. Quite possibly because he has gear on. Imagine a t-shirt or a tank top. Imagine just a regular t-shirt, guys. Imagine just a regular t-shirt the moment of impact. Imagine just a regular t-shirt right here. Imagine a regular t-shirt and shorts. I think it was a shoe. His foot looked like it was still there. I've seen feet fly off, so he might have been wearing motorcycle shoes, not boots. But here's the thing: the motorcycle shoes pretty much protected him from the impact, and then he was able to keep his foot. If they're regular Nikes or regular shoes, no. Let me go ahead and make it fast motion. Let's rewatch it now that we have the information that we have. We'll watch it in full motion. Okay? And we'll go to the next one.
Oh my god. Oh. Yo.
No,
Oh my.
that's his sock right there. That's his ankle. The little white spot, that's his ankle. And that's a sock.
God, oh my god, oh my god. What the? Yo, his foot.
Now, it could have been an obvious deformity because you know how feet are supposed to be like this, right? So, I can't bend. I'm not flexible. So, let's say... Jeez, come on, Daniel. Let's say that this is his foot. So, this is his tib fib. Right here is his tib fib and his foot. Now, this is the anatomical position, right? Where the foot kind of sticks out. Maybe his foot is crooked. So, maybe that's why he's freaking out. That could quite possibly be why. And that would be for the mechanism, yeah. Yeah, disembowelment. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say I've seen kids crossing the road get hit, and I've seen tire burns across their belly. It's not good.
Why are you riding next to me, Sal? Why are you riding next to me? Why'd you stop? Don't ride next to me. That's what I was trying to tell you right now. Don't be riding next to me. Don't be trying to race me because that's what happens. I was going up the hill and I thought it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to ride next to nobody. That's your fault. No, it's your fault. You freaking brake checked me, dude. No, you're not straight brake checked me.
Doesn't it sound like a pair of brothers? It sounds like my kids. It sounds like my kids fighting when they crash.
Riding behind me or close to anybody. I was next to you on this side. Nowhere. Well, why'd you stop? You always do that all the time, trying to race me.
It sounds like didn't it sound like a group of like two brothers? It sounded like two brothers. How's it doing, Rocky? How you doing, Rocky, with the beard? How ya doing?
Great.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, it's Dan the two-wheeler.
had to happen at some point. Yeah, I'm alright. Just help me lift it up a bit.
Careful of the hot
Hold on
parts.
sec.
Careful of the hot parts.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
That light is there.
Listen, Marco, listen.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go back to what happened there. So I like how he pointed it out. Okay. Let's take a look at that. So this is not what I say. I'm not. Oh shoot! What the heck? All right, there you go. I'm on this side. I'm on this screen. Oh yeah, I need some bike protectors, 2 stacks. 1 second. Let me go here. Go here. Click, click, click. Done. All right. So he says oily road conditions. So what I'm assuming he's talking about is this patch that goes across, okay? The front wheel locks up because he applied the brakes way too quick, and they didn't lock up. I'm going to tell you this right now. They didn't lock up. I'm going to tell you right now they didn't lock up. So let's watch this in slow-mo, boys. Playback speed, 0.25. Let's go back just a little bit. So scary. So scary. Here we go. Quick thoughts, guys. Does this look like it's something you need to apply the brakes really hard on? Does this look like you need to apply the brakes really hard on like that? In this situation, what would you have done if you saw this? Probably just go over it. Crystal, I like your comment. He grabbed instead of progressive squeezed, and he turned the handlebars. Looks like just water. Let's say it's 100% freaking James Bond oil that came out of a car. If it was this much in a perpendicular line, perpendicular, you know the T, he's going this way, parallel, he's going along with it, perpendicular, he's going to cross it. What do you guys do in this situation? What do you guys think you should do? Let's say this is a patch of ice. Let's say this is a patch of ice. Treat it like it's a patch of ice, maybe oil, maybe water, debris, maybe gravel. What should you do if you have this right here? Keep the wheel straight and stand up slightly. Jacob Moulton, very good. So like an obstacle, you want to lift your butt up just a little bit, like on a bump, like a speed bump. Yeah, that's good. I would have just, let off the throttle and roll through, or pull in the clutch, roll off throttle, so that no power is going to the rear wheel, or just, pull in the clutch, so still no power is going to the rear wheel. Maintain a straight line. Do not apply the brakes. Once you get past it, slowly let it out to where you get to the friction zone, apply a little bit of throttle, and just take off. Just keep going. Not a big deal. You just saw a car go over, right? Let's see. Let's go, let's do normal. Let's do 75. Look, he just passed over one. The same, one, look at that. There's one right there. He did exactly what he needed to do for that one. He's maintaining 25, 24, 23. He's slowing down. He just freaked out. But look at that. Let's take a quick look. Now, this was a beginner mistake, okay? This is a beginner mistake, but let's learn from it. So let's take a quick look. He puts his hands down first when you crash. That's a natural reaction to protect protect your organs. Your body will sacrifice your extremities to protect your organs. So he puts his hands down. Blam. Here we go. We got gloves. Take a quick look at this right here. See how his hand is positioned? Let's go ahead and do this. And let's switch over to this view. Oh, I clicked it twice. Look at the hands. Look at my hands on gloves. These are proper motorcycle gloves, especially the palm. See on the palm? See the outside edge? It is reinforced. Look at all the reinforced stitching. Look at the reinforced stitching. So when you put your hand down, it's going to hit this reinforced leather that's on there and stitching. That is why you need proper gloves. If you don't have proper gloves and you just have those mechanic gloves, not going to do you any good. Not going to do you any good. It's just going to rip right through. So once again, the hands got moved. Let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. So he slid. See, now he's on the outside of the hand, just like on the gloves. On the outside of the gloves, there's reinforced stitching. And he's sliding on the ground. Elbows hit, shoulders hit, head might have hit, I don't know. But definitely the hips and the legs wear your gear. So we're going to skip the rest of the stuff because he's just talking about getting the bike up. Okay? Let's go to this one. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. It's one thing to put a GoPro on your helmet and to be like, I'm going to be the next motovlogger, which is perfectly fine. Be the next motovlogger. Truly do it. One second, let me move this. Sorry, I just had to move it, make it tight. Be the next motovlogger, but if you're a brand new rider, focus on riding first, please. He's got a GoPro.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on 2 bars. I'm on 2 bars. Go forward and go up to the right. No.
So they got a communication system.
Scary.
That's good.
You do a wheelie.
Don't do wheelies, guys.
Yes, you can.
Don't do a wheelie, guys. Not right here.
Yeah, it is.
Too much in the road.
Sake.
Yeah. Peer pressure, guys. Okay, so that was don't do that. That was kind of dumb. I'm not even gonna go over that one. That was kind of dumb. Let's go over the next one.
Hell, man.
Rocky, thank you.
Fucking hell, man.
Maximilian, boy, thank you so much for becoming a patron. Thank you, Maximilian. I appreciate that, man. I think we just hit 360. Let's see if it refreshes. Come on, refresh. Refresh. How come it's not? There we go. Let's see. It's slowly going to get there. Oh, we hit 360, boys. We hit 360. We hit 360! Thank you so much. That's all it takes, guys. $1 a month. $1 a month, and it helps out. Once we hit 400, DDFM crew will help out. Yeah, Atgat, guys. You see his arm? Look at that. Oh. Let's see. He takes a quick look at his arm. Why would you ever take a quick look at your arm? Oh, are those Nikes? Let's assume they're Nikes. Guys, if you want to get access to the Nike emoji, you have to become a patron, or not patron, a DDFM crew member. Look at Nike emoji. Get some emojis. Click that join button, boys. All right, so there's a reason why he's putting 20 on his speedo. He's obviously speeding. So speed, it has a factor. It has been a factor in this accident. Oh, speed. Email sent to Rockform asking them to work with you to create a camera mount. Everyone else should get onto this. Tassie, everyone, say hi to Tassie. Thank you so much, Tassie. I think it would be amazing to get something going on with them. I'd love to go meet their headquarters if I get this. Refresh. Yeah, refresh if it's blurry. It's on 1080p on this end. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, you get the Nike emoji, you get the beard emoji, you get a bunch of emojis, guys. So let's go ahead and get over here. Speed was a factor in this. Oh, Mengdot, your bike is more important. I'll probably be on for another 30 minutes. How about that? I'll be on for another 30 minutes, guys. Let's see if we can hit 365 patrons. Mang Dog, go take care of your bike. Come on back, bro. See how he's going out? Take a quick look at this. That's perfectly fine to go out. But here's the thing is that he might be going a little too fast for his leaning angle. And I can't tell from the back. Yeah, go take care of that, man. Chris, you got your own little Nikes. The slow marking on the roof. On the road. Yep. Definitely. Should not be going this fast. If you do it, make sure you have the proper gear and training. So it's actually, you know, I really like the fact because I've been doing things frame by frame by frame. Let's actually watch it in slow mo. I lowered it down for you guys. Okay, so there we go. Valiant, I like that. Enter a corner like a grandma, leave like an outlaw. That's a good one. I might steal it. So he crashed. See the discoloration? See the discoloration? Right there. I'm kind of outlining it. He didn't have that before the accident, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he made the speedo look like a legal limit? What a turd bucket. At least blur it out. Blur it out, make it look fancy. This discoloration is road rash. Road rash that comes into 3 to 4 different grades and levels. So, think of them as thermal burns. Thermal burns are like, you know, shoot. I can't even think right now. I'm having too much fun. I think the grapefruit sculpin is coming in. Road rash. So yeah, thermal burns. There's there's level 1, level 2, level 3. You know, there's even level 4. You can have terrible burn. You know, level 1 is just like a sunburn. Level 2 has burns to the nerve endings. Level 3 is burned past the nerve endings into the muscle tissue, and level 4 is definitely to the bone. You're charring the bone. So think of it as that, but now it's a friction burn, not a thermal burn from like a fire or anything like that. This is a friction burn. You will get burned. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that it's a burn. Leathers, they dissipate heat really well. So you don't actually get a transfer of heat to you. So Colton C, exactly. An insanely bad carpet burn. Carpet is a perfect example. Think of carpet as asphalt, but carpet is nice and soft. You can lay on it and it doesn't hurt, and hopefully you got some good carpet so it's comfy. All those different things, but if you get drug across it, it's going to hurt a little bit. It's going to burn a little bit. That is a level 1. This right here, definitely 2 or 3. This right here is probably his nerve endings are being exposed. Very painful. And the reason why it's darkened, because he's got gravel and dirt and grime and oil and dirt and grime. And I could just say it over and over again. He's got bugs. He's got poop. He's got all these different things, guys. All these different things in his skin now. And what they have to do when they get to the hospital is debride it. They get a freaking wire mesh, like a wire scrubber like you do for some dishes and stuff. And they're going to dig out that stuff in your arm. They're going to scrub that crap. And what did I just say about level 2, level 3? Or especially level 2? Your nerve endings are exposed. How painful do you think that's going to be? And then you got to get skin grafts. Don't you think it's a little easier just to leave the house with a set of gear? Don't you think it's a little easier just to leave the house with this on? I don't even remember how much. $150? $125? $150, right? $125 compared to a hospital bill with life-altering injuries, road rash, burns, skin grafts, all that stuff. Right here, guys, get a frickin' jacket. So this won't happen. Get a jacket. And he had his head between the goalposts. Exactly, Aaron Stuckless. Sorry, I get passionate about wearing gear. There's a reason. This right here.
Man.
A good summertime jacket, Hobo Slim, is the cool Fly Cool Pro 2 jacket, the one I had previous before this one. And I'm testing out the React, so I recommend it. It's a great jacket, but I'm still testing it out. I 100% recommend the Cool Fly Pro 2, though. I really do. Exactly, Nathan. I'm upset. I'm upset. What's up, Lies? What's up, Lies in the Sky? I just want to say hi to you, bro. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, great pics of what happens if you wear sandals while riding like a total pro. Valiant, I think you saw that picture then in that one video where I have it for one frame. See if you guys can find it. Yeah, I think you saw that. Yeah, the Fly Cool Pro 2. The Fly Cool Pro 2. So Fly Cool Pro 2. Boom, boom. This jacket right here. So REVZILLA. I'm just clicking them. $169.95. This is the jacket that I wore. You guys all seen my videos, right? That's my old jacket right there. The Fly Cool Pro 2. The Fly Racing Street Cool Pro jacket. Oh, that's what it's called now. It used to be called Cool Pro 2. So the Fly Racing Street Cool Pro jacket. Very good jacket. You get high vis, silver, white, or just straight up black. Highly recommend that. I'm wearing the Reacts right now. There you go. Get it at Bike Bandit. Boom, boom, boom. Seriously, it comes with elbow and shoulder armor. Oh, this is the extra camera view. His rear tire washed out. Everyone say congrats to Lies in the Sky. Everyone say congrats to Lies in the Skies, guys. He just passed his MSF course today. Congrats, man. Congrats. Make sure you contact your insurance company. You get a slight discount, too. Oh, one sec. I completely missed that. How the heck did he fall? Oh, it lost traction. Oh.
Good shit.
Aaron Stuckless started the process. Yeah, boy. Oh, my gosh. A lot of people are doing it. With something water. Dan Industries. Yeah. Yeah, the pants. I was about to get the pants. I decided to go and try Reacts this time. But seriously. Yeah. Hobo Slim, everything. You can get all that stuff for super cheap. It's so badass. And you're fully protected. Fully protected. Highly recommend it. Always in pain. Always in pain. Oh, I would never want to hear my buddy do that. I would never want to hear my buddy make that noise. Real quick, what do you guys see here? That's not wrong. Everyone chuckles. It's one of those things. What do you guys see here that could possibly be a problem? Drone medics. I see the picture. That was actually this is the. Yeah, I've actually used some of those pictures, man. But I'm not gonna do links right now. Sorry. Take a look at this. Look at this. What could be the problem here? Wet road. Think about something else too. It's not just the road, right? It's not just the road. It's also at night. Think about night. So low what? What's low? What am I saying? When I say you also have low what? Yeah. When you hear him in pain, man, it just nobody likes to hear pain. Nobody likes to hear that. And I'm so glad I got out of fire. Low visibility, Crystal. Very good. Low visibility. Now, is it just for you? Are you all of a sudden the only person on the road with low visibility, with less traction on the road because it's wet? And are you the only one? Are you the special one out of all the people on the road, right? Are you the only one? Nope. So when you go out and ride and it starts to get dark, okay, it starts to get dark and it starts to rain, now you have to think about, do I have enough traction? Can I see? And then on top of that, this is where everyone thinks. They just stop thinking right there. They just stop thinking right there, if they're even thinking about it. They just stop thinking of, okay, I have less traction, it's raining, I have low visibility. Cool. I got to worry about myself. No. Start thinking, okay, if I have that, I'm not special. What about this car driver coming to turn left in front of me? What about, all these other people on the road? I'm in a blind spot. Can they see me? No, they can't. They don't have windshield wipers on their rear mirror or on their rear window. No, they don't. So start thinking that way, guys. Wait, what happened? What happened? I see congrats, Jacob. Congrats, Jacob. What happened? What'd I miss? Just finished mine today with my dad. Thought it would be a cool 50th birthday gift. Congrats. Thank you, 262CMB, for I missed that, and you're the one that brought it up to me. Congrats, Jacob. Congrats that you did it with your dad. That's really awesome. I'm glad you shared that moment with your dad. I really do. Yeah, glare can be an issue. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Oh, Hobo Slim. Sorry. Oh, let me go back a little bit. I just read that for a quick second. Look how far he slid. Look how far his bike slid, guys. Ride in your own bubble.
Ça va, je vais bien.
Cineprilla. Okay. Going way too fast. See how he's able to stop? I'm not pausing the volume here. He's doing it. The other guy was able to stop and ride smoothly because he's riding decently. So let's go back just a little bit. Let's rewatch the incident. I want you guys. I'm just gonna play it. Here's the quiz for you. Why all of a sudden? Because he was going straight. He was fine. Why do you think all of a sudden he applied the brakes? I'll give you that hint. Why all of a sudden do you think he applied the brakes? I'm going to replay the video, and I'll even play it at 75%. Oh, it's playing at 75%, guys. We're playing it at 75%. Why all of a sudden he applied the brakes? I want you to write it in the comments when you see it. Okay? I'm just going to play it. Aaron already knew it. He was paying attention the first time. Very good, man. You're learning. It's awesome. Car passing. He sees the brake lights in front of him. Could be wearing a tinted shield. Brake lights. I see brake lights. Yes, guys, the brake lights. So take a quick look. There's no brake lights, and all of a sudden there's a brake lights, but then it might react and click into him. Oh, I need to apply the brakes, but he applied the brakes way too hard for the conditions on the road. So there's brake lights right there. You can barely see it. And that's the problem with low visibility, everybody. There's brake lights right there. You can definitely see it now because it's shining off the ground, right? Chad Munn, you saw it? Dude, it's such a badass bike. He had definitely plenty of time to slow down. At least roll off the throttle and start applying the brakes very smoothly, right? That right there, his front tire completely lost traction. But look how far he slides. A lot of that is because of the water on the road. But how painful would that be without gear? Let's say this is just a normal situation, you know, nothing crazy. Maybe he wasn't speeding. Think about that. Maybe he wasn't speeding. Their car did apply the brakes, and then you accidentally grabbed a fistful of brake on accident. Like, you didn't mean to. You just freaked out for like your body's like fight or flight mode. We're fighting, or we're flighting, or flighting. We're taking a flight. All these different things, and you just accidentally grabbed a front full brake. It goes against all the training you've been doing. You've been practicing super duper hard. All the stars aligned for you to crash in this situation. What is the one thing that you could have done, that you made a decision before you even got on the road, that could prevent serious injury? Before you even got on the road. Before you even sat on the bike, because obviously you have to. You know, you have to have all this stuff on before you sit on the bike and take off. Wearing full gear. That right there, you just mitigated a risk. So now that if this does happen to you, like say you did grab a front, full, front brake, and you slid and fell, and your bike went sliding across the ground, and you went, super far on the ground. Let's say you had sliders on your bike. Let's say you had full protection for your bike. You're a little baby. You had full protection for your body, and all you did was slide. Not a big impact, not enough to cause, a broken bone, nothing like that. You wore full gear. You had sliders on your bike. You pick up your bike, you can probably take off and maybe replace your sliders if you have to. Maybe replace your gear. Maybe get a different helmet because you might have cracked the polyurethane in the helmet. You're back at it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how that works? Wear your gear, guys. Even when your training goes out the window and the conditions are out there that could cause a massive incident, having the gear will definitely that's your safety net in something as minor as this. This is a minor incident. This right here is a minor accident that we just watched. The major ones we saw with the guy getting run over. How you doing, S13240SKK or SXKADE91? How you doing? Have you ever wrecked your bike before? If so, what happened and what caused it? No, I have not. Knock on wood, I have not wrecked my bike other than into a bush. It wasn't wrecked. It was just a fun little crash. But yeah, how that one happened is that I lost traction. I was going off-road with my Harley. It was stupid. I shouldn't have gone off-road with my Harley. I think you actually find it. Let's go forward a little bit. So, a little late. Just a little late. It's fine. California. Ooh, close. All right, I don't want any gear from Moto Lunatic, so let's pause that real quick. Let's go to my channel real quick. I'm not showing you guys. I'm not here to just show you my channel. So that one, he was just speeding through. So this is my channel. Let's go to my history because I saw something previously. That's not the Family Guy thing. I was watching this one. What a day! What a lovely day! Just to get some research down. Let's keep this going for a little bit. Let's skip this first one. All right, this one looks good. When when you're lane filtering like that, please don't do it that fast. Please don't do it that fast, guys. It's no bueno. No bueno. If you guys like what we're doing here, honestly, guys, here's the thing: is that I'm super close. I have a lot of things in the works. I have a Patreon meeting on the 26th at 5 p.m. where I talk to all my patrons, the ones that support the channel monetarily, even for $1 a month. I'm gonna let them know about what's going on in the future, and I got some really cool. Things. Let me just, dude, come on. I'm so glad I have these messages held for review. There's some really cool things planned. I just paid off the Honda Rebel. I'm gonna be paying off the FTR pretty soon, and quite possibly getting the van a lot sooner than I thought I could. And that means I can come travel and meet you guys. Okay, we just had a Moto Jitsu meet up here locally in Tucson, but I still got to respond to him. But he invited me to do something out there in California. So I plan on doing something like that, but it'd be great to meet you guys in California coming up pretty soon. But I really want to get this thing going. I really want to come meet you guys. Things are progressing super fast. Might be happening sooner than I thought. Right now we're at 360 out of 400 patrons. 400 patrons is the DDFM crew manual. That will make it to everywhere. It's absolutely free to everybody. Not the training manual, but the crew manual. 500 patrons, I'll definitely be traveling. Okay, I will definitely be traveling at 500 patrons, and I'm going to be talking to my patrons, and those are the ones I'm going to be trying my best to see, but I will be doing a full-on USA tour. Okay, I want to teach you guys, I want to coach you guys, I want to talk to you guys about the philosophies and stuff, and I want to meet you guys. Okay, and the only way I can do that, literally, since this is my full-time job, I have nothing subsidizing this. I don't want to get brand deals. I don't want to have a company pay me to do this. I want you guys to be the ones that dictate what I do. So the only way I could do that is by having you guys join Patreon. Patreon is $1 a month, easiest, best way to do it. Or if you would like to help out in a different way, not through Patreon or whatever it is, there's YouTube, there's Super Chats. You click that little monetary symbol, there's right here. This is my screen right now. We got 91 concurrent users. You just click this little money sign down on the bottom. There's a Super Chat button. You could do that. And I don't like asking for anything like that, but there's a Super Chat button right there. You can type in whatever you want, or you can click join. You click join and you get access to a bunch of other stuff. Like Bighorn Kevin has that beard. You could definitely do that. But there's so many different ways of supporting the channel and what I do here. Okay, I'm doing a 2-hour live stream, and it really helps out when you guys support it in that way. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going for a little bit more, and we're gonna go over some more accident videos. And I'd really love to see you guys around. Okay, I would love to go visit, but it's like these are the goals that we're trying to get going. Okay, so if you'd like to help support, Discord's absolutely free. The Patreon is $1 a month. That's all it takes. Ebook is $10. I'll get you going. If you want to do the ebook, that's perfectly fine. But the Patreon is the biggest thing right there. BeginnerMotorcycleTips.com and Basil Dog Productions. Once again, Basil Dog is up in his house. I don't know why I said it like that. Thank you, Basil, for supporting the channel all the time. You're always supporting. Thank you, Bighorn Kevin. How you doing, man? Good to see you again this weekend. And thank you. He's a moderator. That's why he's got that little wrench. So you guys got to be careful around here. Jordan Stone. That's all it takes, guys. That's all it takes. Thank you so much. And while I do these live streams, everyone gets to see how badass you are. Oh, did we get another one? Did we get another one? Did we got 2? 362 out of 400. We're about to get 365, boy. 365. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. I haven't been promoting it. I'm giving out my GoPro Hero 4 Black on Patreon. I forgot about that. I'm giving my GoPro Hero 4 Black on Patreon, guys. All my accessories, you get this action camera. So, depending on your tier, $1, $5, $10, $20, all those things, that's how many tickets you get. So, we're doing a little raffle at the end of the month for the GoPro Hero 4 Black. And the more and more people we get, the bigger the things come. I might be giving out a rock form handlebar mount pretty soon. All right, let's watch this. Sorry about that, guys. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that.
Billy for the pass. Oh, whoa. Good save.
That was a good save. So let's see if we can do this again. Let's watch this again. You're welcome, S13240SXKADE91. You are absolutely welcome. So let's watch this one more time. I got distracted. Don't do that in a group ride. A blind...
For the pass. Oh, whoa. Good save.
Almost yammied it. Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. You're in a group ride. You guys are all riding your ride. This looks like a pretty good group ride already. This looks good. This looks good. Everyone's picking their own line. There's nobody in formation on mountain curves. You have a massive hazard to the right where you can fly off. You have blind turns everywhere, so maybe a car can come into your lane. So everyone's in they're riding their own ride. Very good. Very good. So this right here is no bueno. I don't think, I want to say he's not passing. I think he went a little too wide. And then he tried to possibly just maintain a line, but now he's on this bad spot. Can the guy right here, this is when he first entered that lane. Let's see when he first entered that lane. Look at this debris right here too. Not good. So I think he straightened up, and I don't see him accelerating too much, but right here, he's crossing that line. There could easily be a car that's coming the other way. Yeah, he couldn't. I think he just couldn't recover. I think he screwed up and couldn't recover. I agree with you, Bighorn. I don't think he was really trying to do something like that. I don't think he was trying to pass, because if he wanted to pass, he would have just accelerated like crazy. I think he screwed up his path. I think he screwed up his line. And so he tried to recover, but he recovered in a bad spot. 'Cause honestly, I think these are brake lights. No, those are brake lights. And he's almost going off-road now. They're not even going that fast. Let's say this is miles per hour. That's 37 miles per hour. They're not even going that fast. I think this guy just might have messed up.
Good save.
Real quick. What's going on here? What's scary about this situation? What is scary about this situation? Just like the rain, what is the thing that could get you here? What is low what? What is low what? Let's go ahead and let's go back just a little bit. Lack of visibility. There's a such thing as called outrunning your lights. Outrunning your lights. Not necessarily, it's speed of light, right? Speed of light is the fastest thing that we know right now until we can get wormholes and crazy, crazy, crazy things, right? Yeah, overriding your headlights, Jacob. So the way that works is that, let's say your headlight only goes out 100 feet. I'm just throwing that out there. It goes out 100 feet. At a certain miles per hour, you're going so fast that within 100 feet, you travel that within like a millisecond. You don't have enough reaction time for how much visibility you have. That is the danger. You don't have enough reaction time for that visibility. So if you don't even have enough reaction time, you don't have the stopping distance, the stopping power. You don't have the turning ability. You don't have the swerving. So imagine doing the MSF course. Imagine doing your DMV test with the ability to only see 20 feet ahead of you. So imagine having to swerve, right? And you can only see 20 feet ahead of you. That's the point of outrunning your headlights. So in this situation, slow down. Slow down. Okay, there's no reason to rush it here. Or get better headlights. or adjust the headlights. If the headlights could be messed up and they could be positioned too far down, so you might have to readjust your headlights. And definitely use the high beam. Use the high beam. Exactly, Chris. Use the high beam. Use it. He saw that, though. Did very good. He slowed down. What are the two things that you see that are added now to low visibility? What are the two things that are possibly a danger? These are at least two things I see. Outside of the low visibility. You're adding floodlights, do it. Light bar to your bike, good. Good, Tassie. Yeah, do that instead of new pipes. Honestly, new pipes, it sounds cool, right? But if you're in this situation, it's not going to help you. Chevron on deer, Aaron. Very good. Guys, if you know who I am and when I talk about Sergio, boy, thank you so much for the super chat, or not super chat, I'm sorry, the patronage. Patreon. Guys, remember, if you join Patreon, you get more than just a donation. You get a lot of stuff. You get access to the DDFM crew manual like I talked about. You get access to a bunch of stuff. So check and make sure you look at your perks that you get. I try to give you as much as I possibly can. So, yeah, I talk about chevrons all the time. All the time. He still hit it, though. Tried his best not to. Poor little deer.
I saw him, but I was expecting him to go across, and he came back. So...
Poor little deer. But he was with his friend. Yeah, you really don't. You really don't know which way it's going to run, especially... It quite literally is a deer in headlights. Quite literally is a deer in headlights. With dogs, you actually have to juke them out. Dogs are out to attack you. You have to juke them out. Oh, we can actually see his speed. So he's going 80. Oh, I know that's he's going northwest. Never mind. Sorry about that. Ooh, this is freaky. So I know I'm supposed to watch the whole video, but these tires, they scare the crap out of me. When they blow, they can rip off like a car door. So imagine what it could do to your arm. Oh, no, too fast. Oh, little speed wobbles. That's going to be a fun one. So anyways, right here. He's with a group of riding buddies, right? He's with a group of riding, but I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. He's a group of riding buddies. Oh, and I really feel bad. He's got a blue line for cops. So hopefully this guy's doing well. He actually supports fallen officers, so good for him. So his buddies are in the right lane. Here's where it's bad communication. He doesn't know where everyone's going. Everyone else knew where to go. This guy doesn't know where to go. So he's up in front. Now he's constantly having to check. Everyone else knows where to go. Everyone knows what to go. So he tries to make it. So here's a group. Oh, so maybe he does. He's maybe not in the middle of the pack. There's a few people up here. There's a few people up there. They're in the full right lane. That's what he sees. He's in the back. So if you're riding with a group, stay in the same lane as your group. So you have full 100% view of them. Don't just go off on the left and just be like, this is what we're going to do now. Don't do that. He saw them way up here. Let's go ahead and scroll back a little bit. I've been doing these videos in 75%. So you can kind of see it at the very tippy top. There's a brake light. So these are motorcyclists right here. So what's happening is that they are in the far right lane. This guy's in the far left lane. So he's having to slow down to go around the semi to make the off ramp. So he's slowing down, swerves hard. Definitely in a bad position, but can still save it if he had the training. But it's better not to put yourself in this position. Rear tire slid out from underneath him. That's what happened. Bighorn Kevin, you saw me do this. That's what happened to me. But I was thankfully able to save it because I wasn't going this fast. I was only going 15 miles per hour. Bennett Rye, sharp turns on hills. That I actually have my stream notes right here. And we're going to talk about downhill, uphill curves in a future video. So I'll be answering that pretty soon. Since I can't answer that now, definitely check out Moto Jitsu. Definitely good stuff. Missed the turn. Missed the turn. He's going to crash. He started low slide. He's starting to lose control. If you're ever in this situation where you see your buddies turning off and you can't make it, just go to the next exit. Just go to the next exit. They're usually about a mile apart, roughly. Especially when you can see buildings here. So this looks like it's an interstate or a highway that's within city limits. So there's usually one about a mile away. Yes, it's a little freaky that you aren't connected, but nowadays people have cell phones. Back in the day, it's like, well, what happened to Johnny? We don't know. Nowadays, you can just call. Don't try to rush across if you don't have the skill or training. And since he's rushing across, he's in a panic situation, so now his training has lowered. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. But to prevent that to where you're in the far left lane and having to make that rash decision, to prevent that, just stay in the same lane as your buddies. Oh, we're in full gear though. So there's many schools of thoughts on why that happens and how to prevent it and how to recover from it. And people are saying to move forward, to put more weight on the front suspension. People are saying to put more weight on the back so that there's less weight to slow down. All these different things. Aaron Stuckless, I think are you in the public safety, man, or are you just listening too much to me? I say that all the time. That's something that we learn in the military and police and fire. That phrase right there. All right. So, a lot of people say a lot of different things, but a lot of times it comes down to improper suspension, improperly inflated tires, having it not balanced. So think about like your car, having it not balanced, having the alignment not balanced. It wants to move left, you're fighting it right. So right here, when the handlebars are moving, there's a certain frequency that it moves at. So I still researching it. Moves at a different frequency. So the moment it wants to move this way, you're already trying to push it down back this way, but it's already doing that. So now you're pushing it further. You basically can't keep up at that point. So rolling off the throttle is a good thing. There's a bunch of other things that you can do. I watch most of your live streams. I love it, man. Thank you. I need people like you to say that kind of stuff because it gives me the freedom to talk about the video. So Aaron, thank you. Thank you, because now you're reminding people so that I can focus on this. It's like we're working as a team here. So there's not much you could do, but what is it, 118? Is that 118 kilometers? I don't think it is. It's 73 miles per hour. At no point should your bike be doing that at 73 miles per hour. A lot of these bikes are designed to go faster than that with the proper tire inflation, proper tire speed rating, a proper suspension, everything. So I'm assuming this is 118 miles per hour. Let's see. So his name is Lacked Tema. So, well, maybe it's kilometers. Let's see. Let me take a look at. Okay, so that's definitely kilometers an hour. His channel is not US. It was an MT-07 tank slapper. Let's take a look.
Your face is your moneymaker.
That's right, it's my
moneymaker.
moneymaker.
Pair it with cheap plastic.
Yeah, Skip. This is his video. Full gear. So it was 73 miles per hour. That's really, really loud.
Scheiße, was war das? Was war das, Mann? Was war das, Mann? Was war das?
Maybe the tire wasn't good. Oh. I want to see the full video. So this happened right before. So he's kind of swerving back and forth, which I do all the time, but I don't do that at 80 or 70 miles an hour. He's having fun. Oh. So something got knocked. See that? See that piece right there? Let's go take a quick look. Let's take a quick look. That something happened. So quite possibly, maybe he hit the pothole or something like that. Something happened to where a piece of the bike might have flown off. Was it the mirror? The mirror went flying? Oh, his mirror flew off. Okay. Is that right there? Okay, his mirror. Yeah, his bar end mirror. Yeah, his mirror flew off. Okay. Damn. That's how much force to throw your mirror off. Yeah. You start messing with the suspension when you start doing stuff like that, especially at high speed. No buenos. Cool. I'm glad he posted that on his own channel. Very nice. Very, very interesting, guys. Guys, we've been streaming for 2 hours, okay? I just want to say, I know it's a sudden thing, but 2 hours I think is pretty good, especially for a special edition. We'll be doing this again tomorrow, but we'll be going over Snowcat's video of how he crashed a couple years ago. And this is the Discord. I would love it if you could join the Discord. Hi, stream. Stream is going on. This is absolutely 100% live. Join tomorrow when I do this at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. I'll be talking about Snowcat's crash that he had. It's actually very interesting. I'd like to go over it a little bit, go frame by frame by frame with you guys. But remember to swing on by the Discord, Patreon, ebook, get everything. BeginnerMotorcycleTips.com, guys. BeginnerMotorcycleTips.com. You're welcome, Aaron. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an emoji, bro. Get you the badass dog emoji. That's right. Make sure you guys swing on BeginnerMotorcycleTips.com and help support the channel. Okay? Help support the channel, boy. Thank you for all the new patrons, though. I appreciate that a lot.